Hello everybody! So the video that you guys are about to see was supposed to be a very quick few-hour project where we bought a new shelf that will be linked down in the description box in case any of you guys want to check it out. A organization as I selected all of the books and stuff to go on that shelf, and a tour of the shelf when it was complete. It was supposed to take around an evening for me to make, however a series of things went very wrong during the construction of this video. So this has now turned into a little bit of a vlog and I hope you guys enjoy it.
There you go, here's your piece of wood.
Thank you. Does it pass the man test?
There's a nice ridge there, feel that ridge?
Oh, that is a nice ridge, I like that.
I left my phone
Simple.
at my brother's place. It's not my fault, don't walk away, 'cause I don't quite know what you're running from. 'Cause all my friends, they think I'm fun. You take yourself too seriously. I don't wanna hear you say we waste our time.
Oh, that's not right at all.
Why?
Because that should be the end of the film and it's not.
To be all alone, watching cooking shows. You take yourself too seriously. I'm fine. I left my keys at my cousin's house. He says I need to leave you 'cause you're bringing me down.
Pencil.
All worked up 'cause I got home late. You hold this night against me till 3008. You take yourself too seriously. I don't wanna.
Look at that, you moved.
I don't, it's not showing.
You don't have a tape measure.
Maybe.
'Cause you're the one who's
How do we know there's not wires there?
to be all alone, watching cooking shows. You take yourself too seriously. I'm fine. You kill me when I'm wrong and you kill me when I'm right, but you know it wouldn't kill you if you tried to be nice. Stop making me choose between you and Fortnite. Now I'm telling you.
Well done.
You take yourself too seriously. I don't wanna hear you say we waste our time. 'Cause you're the one who's going home,
We measured the wrong side.
watching cooking shows. You take yourself too seriously.
It's not even slightly straight. The hole's not even right.
So last night when we were trying to put the shelf up, we fucked it up spectacularly, and now we have, how many holes do we have in the wall?
7, did you say?
7 holes in the wall. There should be 4. So now we are outside B&Q, as you can see just over here, because we need to get some stuff to fill the holes in the wall. We also split a raw plug, and we don't have any of that size at home, so we need raw plugs. And I'm also, while we're here, going to pick up some white paint so I can repaint the bedroom at some point. So now what started as a 1-hour job has turned into a 3-day job because we couldn't go to B&Q last night, it was too late, and the sealer that we're getting to fix the holes in the wall takes 24 hours to dry. So yeah, I love that for us.
This is how it begins. On a Saturday night in the Manchester light, with a drink in your hand. Don't be telling me twice, 'cause you know it's inside. You can feel it within. Gotta dive right in. Get a feel like any of your mind, oh. So go out and live. You feel the butterflies to tell you it's right. You gotta dive right in. Heaven hold us in ecstasy. It's contagious. My This is how I begin. Get a feel like any other you might know. So go out and live. You feel the butterflies.
I just finished working out, so I look like supremely hot garbage. Not that I've looked any better like throughout today at all. It's been a real lazy appearance day while I've been getting stuff done. But as you can see here, can I tip you up just a little bit? We have got the shelf up, finally. It was pretty plain sailing after we filled in all of those holes, and then I touched up the paintwork, and I have put a grand total of three books on, which are the Fairy Red Rising editions, and yes, the whole reason I am putting this shelf up is because I have those editions. I have been running out of space. I wasn't really going to put a shelf in the living room, but they are absolutely stunning. And tomorrow now, so we're going into day 4 of this shelf. This started off on Wednesday as it being like a quick little video that I would do, and we're going into day 4 tomorrow, but I have no idea apart from those 3 books what I'm putting on there. So I decided to leave it until tomorrow when I have a bit more time and a bit more energy to dig through my books and decide what we're doing with this shelf. And yeah, I'm excited for it to be finished because the sofa, as you guys can see, is still in the middle of the room. I still haven't put my power tools away, and I'm excited for my living room to get back to normal. So I will see you guys tomorrow when we start selecting books to actually put on this shelf.
I'm gonna dive right in and see the sparks ignite. You know that it's right. Heaven hold us in ecstasy. It's contagious. My heart is sweet. Embrace this new rush, and we will be forever dreaming. Now can't you see? The fire deep inside, the time of your life, you know that it's right. Heaven hold us in ecstasy, it's contagious. My heart is sweet, embrace this new rush, and we will be.
So here we have finally our finished shelf. It took 4 days to get up, but I'm really happy with how everything looks. It maybe has a few more books that I wanted on it. I was hoping to have a little bit more space on the ends, but that's fine. Everything's fine. But I'm gonna go through a quick tour of everything that's on here for you guys while we only have, I don't know how much is on here. Is it like 25, 30 books? 30 books in total. So we'll just go through and I'll let you know what we have, because this is a lot of my favorite books and special editions. So starting off with the decoration, the first thing we have is one of my Pothos. This is my smallest one and one of my newest ones, and this one is a Pearls and Jade Pothos. And the candles we have, this one was in the winter Owlcrate, I believe, and this one was part of a promo box that was sent to me by the publisher, and I have that sat on this little tray that I got from one of the fairy loots. So for the books, we will just start off from left to right. The first one we have is the UK collector's edition of Red Queen. Gotta be honest, I don't actually really love this book. I got it because the Red Queen series is one of my favorite series ever, but this does not really have anything special about it, so I've been thinking of unhauling it for quite some time. We then have the Fairy Loot edition of Realmbreaker. This one has graphite sprayed edges. The Illumicrate edition of From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout with these gorgeous stenciled edges. The Fairy Loot edition of Law by Alexandra Bracken, which the only reason why this is on here is because of the gorgeous spine, but it also has really pretty sprayed edges as well. The most beautiful books I currently own are the Fairy Loot special special editions of the Red Rising trilogy. I adore these so much. They are absolutely stunning, and my favorite thing about them is how the spines make up a scythe when they're all laid out next to each other. And I have to say, the main reason why I put this shelf up, I know the way I built the color palette and the theming for this shelf is entirely based on this trilogy. The Illumicrate edition of the Course in Miracles by Kester Grant, which is rose gold and black instead of gold and navy like the standard edition. We then have all of my Robin Hood books. I won't be pulling all of these out because they're mainly paperbacks, but we have a variety of different editions, but the only special editions we have in here are the 2 illustrated editions of the first 2 books in the Farseer trilogy. I love the foiled and cloth bound design on these, and they are filled with beautiful illustrations. My favorite Robin Hood editions, however, are the enormous paperbacks that I have of the Tawny Man trilogy, because they are just a delight to read. They're so floppy, and unlike the mass market editions, the text on the pages of these is actually a size that you can read. And then for the last few books on the shelf, I have a few of the Glank's 10th anniversary editions, which are the Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch and the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. These, kind of like the Red Queen special edition, are actually nothing too spectacular in terms of like the actual edition that they are, but I absolutely love how they look, and especially with the Sanderson ones, this is one of my favorite series, so I don't mind having it in a fancy edition at all. Undoubtedly, one of the most beautiful books on here is the Folio Society edition of Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This was a Christmas gift from Ashley last year because Rebecca is one of my favorite classics, and it is also an illustrated edition, which is pretty cool. We then have the Illumicrate edition of A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, which is a book that I both adore and loathe in equal measure, and I really like the Illumicrate edition where the gold and the navy has been inverted on the cover. And then finally we have the Illumicrate editions of Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor, with these little bookmarks clipped on that I think Ryan got me one Christmas. Strange the Dreamer is one of my favorite books of all time, which is why it's on the shelf, but it is also on this shelf because I actually have too many copies of it. I have the Illumicrate editions, which the main feature of these is the gilt edging on the pages, but I do also have the standard UK editions of both of these and also both of the arcs. So I moved the Illumicrate editions in here to split them up a bit because they are just like a solid block taking up space on my shelves, so that I could fit more books into the shelving on my actual library. But there you go, that is a complete tour of my brand new shelf, and I hope you enjoyed it. So it took 4 days in total to get this shelf up and make this video, but I do hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Still planning on getting you guys a full bookshelf tour sometime soon. You gotta hold me to that, guys, because I'm really struggling to find the motivation to do it. But I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish Candle website, the Instagram and the Etsy for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you're go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.